Hi, my name is Levi, and this is the Crystal Portal Podcast, where we talk about crystals, moldavite, spirit guides, sacred geometry, intuition, quantum energy, and all things metaphysical. Find something special for your spiritual journey. Shop online at moldavitejewelry.com to support my work. All right, everyone, welcome to episode 11 of the podcast. So today we're continuing on our series of checking out the crystals in the portal. The area right behind me here has a lot of Herkimer Diamond Quartz and more. So let's take a look. These two sections are the base. Now, if you recall last episode, we were looking at the span, and a couple of episodes before that, the bridge. So the base sections will actually bolt onto the span. So let's look closer at each of these sections right here. The main component for the base sections are Herkimer Diamond Quartz crystals. Now these two are actually supposed to be separated much further, where the bridge actually sits between the two. So these Herkimer Diamond Quartz crystals are naturally double terminated, and they are called Herkimer Diamond Quartz because they're from Herkimer County, New York. It's the only place in the world that they're found. There are Pachamers and Arkhamers and other ers that look like Herkimers, but they're not. The only true Herkimer Diamond Quartz crystals are from Herkimer County, New York. So each half of this is made up of hundreds of Herkimer Diamond Quartz crystals. If you see, there's like a lot of really cool rainbows. There are some smokies, some golden healers too. So the rainbows, if you've ever wondered about what it is that causes the rainbows, this right here, I believe it's called a Finster formation. Now, when water gets trapped inside of a Herkimer, if it still has the water, it can be a bubble that moves around called an hydro. If the water evaporates but does not actually blow out the top of it, it will create these little microfractures that then generate the cool rainbows you see here. Each of these two sides took months to build. Now there are two layers of wood underneath to create a kind of a stable platform for the Herkimers to sit on, but it was like building this giant jigsaw puzzle made of crystals, because if you look, you had to carefully figure out how they would line up. If you're curious about that, we'll get into this a little bit later on. I actually marked the sections that there are other minerals in here, but they blend in so well that I put putty on here just to note where they were so that I could save it and to show y'all in this episode. So let's learn a little bit more about the Herkimer Diamond Quartz crystals' metaphysical properties. In the Book of Stones about Herkimer Diamond Quartz, these crystals, beyond almost all others, are manifestations of pure solidified spiritual light. They emanate a high harmonious energy that positively sings on the upper levels of the quartz vibrational spectrum. Herkimers are ideal for body layouts, dream work, meditation pieces, jewelry, templates, energy tools, or just about any other application, like a crystal portal. Herkimer diamonds can enhance the properties of any beneficial stone, yet they have a particular affinity with moldavite, perhaps because moldavite is a catalyst for one's spiritual transformation and evolution. Anisha writes, Herkimer diamonds are powerful allies for astral travel, dimensional shift, and other unconventional inner exploration methods. They are particularly well suited for astral time travel and interdimensional work. Grids with large Herkimer diamonds are used to create dimensional doorways, and the internal structure makes them ideal for both sending and receiving energy. All the way around the bottom of the Herkimers, you'll see Black Tourmaline crystals. So Black Tourmaline is excellent for transmuting and grounding energy. If you want to learn more about the Black Tourmaline and vortex energy, check out some of the other shows in the Crystal Portal podcast about the vortex. Within each half, you're going to see two crystal spheres. So these are pure quartz crystals from Madagascar. And if you'll notice, there is a geometric pattern. You can see it from above. There's this pattern found in nature. I'm sure you've seen it in seashells, even in plants. It's a really cool spiral form. So if you remember a couple episodes ago, actually a few episodes, we looked at sacred geometry and the golden ratio. Well, the golden ratio it's related to the Fibonacci sequence, but the Fibonacci sequence itself is this really cool spiral pattern. Follow with your imagination here. The center point is right down here, and it spirals out down there, and there's another one that spirals out here. So there's sacred geometry all throughout the crystal portal. You can learn more about the sacred geometry in the crystal portal by checking out episode 7 of the podcast. Within each of these two halves of the hundreds of Herkimers, you'll notice there are small pieces of putty that I've placed on there as markers. And that was placed there specifically to show you all in this episode where I've placed some minerals. So we've got Burmese Phenakite and Tatahouine Meteorite. Let's zoom in. So on the left is a fragment of asteroid Vesta, known as the Tatahouine Meteorite. And on the right is a Burmese Phenakite crystal. So in each of the two sides, we've got 9 Burmese Phenakite crystals and 9 Tatahouine Meteorite crystals. Again, the Tatahouine energy, it's a connective energy. I've talked about it in previous episodes, but I'm going to save this and move on to the next thing, which is selenite. Selenite is an excellent clearing energy. And if you'll notice, there are other minerals attached to the selenite. So on the towers, we've got crystallized rose quartz. The base here with the sound bowls, there's essentially a mini energy wand, and then there's selenite that continues up here that actually connects to the sections that we showed in the other episode, the gateway. A couple of years ago, I began adding crystals, minerals, tektites, and meteorites to sound bowls. So let's do a little mini demonstration. A couple of years ago, I began working with my guides creating these quantum energy tools. Now, what I've found is that there's something about the energy of crystals that seems to travel with the auditory sound. Everything is frequency and vibration. So this is a throat chakra bowl. It's got Herkimer Diamond, Benitoite, blue tourmaline. In the center there's a faceted aquamarine set in sterling silver and 3 tiny fragments of an Aubrite meteorite. And the Aubrite meteorites are theorized to be fragments of planet Mercury. So in astrology, planet Mercury is about communication between the gods. It's associated with the sign of Gemini. So this is quite a throat chakra sound bowl. At the front center of the sound bowls, you'll notice there's a piece of selenite that has been attached to the crystal sound bowls. And there are also minerals and faceted gemstones set in there, set in sterling silver. So this is a wand that I made a number of years ago. And in between, there's Tatahouine Meteorite. This is green tourmaline. And again, this is when you hear me talking about quantum energy, this is one form of it. In each of the 2 crystal bowls with the selenite wand, there are 3 faceted moldavite set in sterling silver. And on each end, that blue mineral is Benitoite from San Benito, California. The mineral right here is Burmese Phenakite. It instantly clears the aura. The one above it there, that is Herkimer Diamond Quartz. So again, the Herkimers are excellent energy tools for sending and receiving energy. So combined, this is a really great combination for clearing and activating. Now, if you look closer at the selenite portion, you're going to see these pink minerals right here. This is crystallized rose quartz. Now, most people don't know, but rose quartz is not normally found like this. Usually, rose quartz you see at the crystal shops and online are cut and polished, but it is very rare to find them where they are actually terminated, meaning they have a point. So it's really cool when you're able to find these minerals in nature that have these really cool formations. In Melody's book, Love is in the Earth, she writes this about rose quartz. It emits a calming, cooling energy which can work on all the chakras to gently remove negativity and reinstate the loving, gentle forces of self-love. It provides the message that there is no need to haste in any situation, bringing calmness and clarity to the emotions and restoring the mind to harmony after chaotic or crisis situations. This is what is so special about the crystallized rose quartz. Now, actual crystals are very rare, quite small, usually in small clusters. The rose quartz crystals combine the qualities of rose quartz with the qualities of quartz crystal, truly producing a wonderful, powerful, loving energy. And this is what's interesting about it. I've seen some incredible formations with these crystals themselves. She writes about the rose quartz celestial configuration combines the qualities of rose quartz and the celestial and assists one in going through one's changes with ease and the support of love. Additionally, resonates with the astrological sign of Virgo. Again, I've seen some really incredible formations with these crystals. Now, a personal note about the energy. I've noticed that these rose quartz crystals in particular from Brazil, they have a bit more of a direct nature to them. I mean, it's almost like if moldavite was in the form of a rose quartz, it would be the crystallized rose quartz versus most of the rose quartz you find on the market. If you're wondering about the dragons here with the rose quartz, there's a personal story here. Now, yes, if you're following along in the podcast, no doubt you note that one of my guides is a dragon. And the first time that I met the dragon, I saw him as a giant, this huge pink dragon. It was very playful. But if you want to learn more about that first encounter with one of my spirit guides, check out one of the earlier episodes of the Crystal Portal podcast. And we'll save more of this for future episodes, but just wanted to, again, go over the waterfall of Herkimers and the other minerals that are here in the base section. I'll be adding a little bit more to them with more of the rose quartz and some other things to the crystal bowls, but they are mostly done. It's really a lot of fun working with all of these cosmic crystals. Tune in next time as we explore the wings section. Thank you again for tuning in today. Special thanks to all of my regulars. You know who you are. I really appreciate all the comments, the support. It's very helpful on the energetic level. And for anyone new tuning into the podcast, hopefully you're enjoying the series we're doing here on the crystals in the portal. This guy in Asheville, North Carolina, that's been working on this for about a little over 3 years now. This is a real-life crystal portal that people will be able to experience for themselves very soon. So my personal goal is to have it done by Lionsgate, the 8/8 portal. And it will be open to the public on 9/9/9 portal in September. If you like this, please share this with a friend. It really helps the podcast to grow. The real Chase Robinson put it best. He said he's really surprised that more people aren't paying attention to this. I am as well, man. because it's next level. And I'm really excited to be able to share all of this with people. But the bottom line is people need to share it for this to actually get out there. So I'm counting on y'all. If you can help with that, it'd really be appreciated. All right, so until next time, tune in to your intuition. You are the key. Align the universe within to illuminate your destiny.